Hey guys, what's up? Beans from Beast Toys are coming at you. Got a special opening. So I bought this at the end of March. It is May 22nd. No, 1st, 20th. No, I can't remember. We're about out of school. My days are crossing together. Anyway, so said it got to the States on April 13th. So it's been sitting somewhere forever. I'm assuming this is it. I'm going to go ahead with this video. I guess if it's not, then you won't see this video. So, anyway, and the odd part is it's got a postage on it that says return one, and it's got a San Francisco, that's street. It's got a California address. So somehow, they covered up what was originally on here. I see something underneath that says PM. Pretty sure this is the box, though. This is an AliExpress, or AliExpress, however you say it, A-L-I. These are knockoffs that I bought. So with the pandemic finding a 212 Clone Trooper at Walgreens, which I have not been able to find, and I'm so frustrated watching all these people post that they found them. But we'll break down and buy one good one. I bought some of those 212s. That should be them. Yep, this is the box. And I bought a couple other knockoffs, so we're going to check them out. Maybe do I'm not going to do comparison video yet today. I need to get out and grill. Got some steaks set out, and both my girls have softball practice in here in a bit, so I don't have a lot of time. But we are going to open and check these out. What I have been told, got to get past the smell. They smell Chinese-ish, or they smell, sorry if that's not a word or it's not PC, they smell like they're made in China. Whatever, however you want to put it. Anyhow, this is them. So let's see what we got. I believe they come with weapons too, so that's a cool part. So what I bought was a 212, or no, 5 212s, because I knew I was going to have a hard time finding them. By the way, bring on the 187th or whatever, or 17th, whatever the purple ones are. So that's what's going to happen as well. These are bagged individually. Okay. Let's start with the other stuff first. Let's go ahead and get started and see what we got. So first off, we got a Stormtrooper. And I can actually do a quick comparison of what I've got with my Stormtrooper. They do have a funny plastic smell, so that part I can confer. The joints, they're probably, well, I'll be honest with you. These have been in my mailbox, and I just got them out recently. So I'm gonna be really careful because the joints are gonna be really loose. So yeah, joints are loose on this one. But for the most part, I've got a pretty good idea in the look that it looks very similar to my regular Stormtroopers. So let's get one out. I'm gonna get one out here while we're talking. Here's one right here. So, looking at it, can we tell a difference? Well, initially, not really. Looking at them closely, like I said, the problem I've got right now is this one's a little loose because of the being in the sun. The helmets, this helmet looks like it could come off a little bit easier off the head sculpt. It is a little bit pushed out. It's bowed out here in the center as opposed to this one. But I'm not overly worried and not overly upset. My elbow joints, looks like it's really out there. My shoulder joint compared to the other one. Nah, maybe it's this chest piece is over. So I'm going to be real careful with these. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to show you, but I'm going to set these down and let them kind of cool off here in my basement here where I'm at. So there's my regular Stormtrooper. Let's check the next one out. And we got one with a pauldron. So we got our Jetta Stormtrooper, so to speak, which I could pull one of those out as well. This pauldron's a little darker orange, so this one will be easier to judge based off of the other one. I've got one of those handy as well. You can already tell the oranges if you look really close. Oranges. Helmet, same issue. Bows out there. Again, not overly a major concern for me. I'm a troop builder. I have tons of these. I think I'm going to break down and give you all, if you are one of my few followers or happen to stumble upon this, I'm going to show you my Black Series collection real soon when I'm out for the summer. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to believe me when I say this, but I'm going to tell you this, I'm going to say it anyway. It's going to be hard to rival my collection of Black Series. And I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this because it's true. This is going to be a hard rival. My Black Series collection is going to be one of the very, very best you will ever see. So now I'm looking at my Clone Trooper here. Ooh. Oh, there he goes. Ooh, I was like, I hope he didn't break. Tight there in the center. Joints are tight. I really don't want, like I said, I don't want to bend too much right now. I don't want to break anything. Actually, I say that though, but now probably a good time to bend these joints while they're kind of warm and soft, so I can get them moving here. So, okay. Like I said, I didn't bend my Stormtroopers much. The feet look off on this thing. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check the other one. The feet look, his feet. He's got everything. And the smell don't bother me. It's plastic smell. The feet look off. Otherwise, the rest of it looks fine. So, sorry. Here he is. Another AliExpress clone. I'm gonna see if I can distinguish. As long as I can distinguish, I'll know when I put them with the regular ones what they got. Alright, then I got a Phase, here's all the weapons, a Phase 2 clone. The cool part about this Phase 2 clone, I'll give it that, and this one will be very easy to tell the difference. This Phase 2 clone has an under helmet. Yes, folks, there's an not an under helmet, has a head sculpt underneath it. So guess what? He will be easy to tell in comparison. Now, I will say this. I like the original clone sculpt. I've said it before in other videos. The body is shinier. I think the plastic is better on that. Is what my argument is on what I like and why I like it. Now, the parts move a little easier on these. I don't think they're as stiff, so we can move and pose a little bit easier without worrying about how stiff or if we were to break them per se. But that's kind of where I'm at with these. But I do like this one. It does look really good. I do have a Fig Arts. I feel like the back of the helmet looks different too. I don't know. Those indentions look different. I'm gonna. Oh, here's a Jet Trooper to compare it with. No, it was actually okay. Actually the same. I mean, same figure basically, different color. All right, and then last but not least, I have my 212s. So the original 212s come in the clone pack. These are our Walgreens exclusive, eBay exclusive would be a better word, because I'm not having any luck finding any in my local Walgreens. I'm going to check. There's one where I found my Obi-Wans a couple years ago that I'll be somewhat close to tomorrow at a softball tournament, but if I get time or could go up there, I might. So here's my 212. Again, without having a new one to compare to, looks good. I'm going to be careful when I get my new one not to confuse it. I'm sure there's a way I'll be able to figure it out. Like I said, the feet are looser, so that part may be easy if I just feel the feet, because the feet on the new ones or the regular are stiffer. And of course, you get that plastic smell, and that's the post that people said that, hey, you're gonna get that plastic smell. So, but anyway, so here's this guy. I got 4 more of him, so I'm not gonna do a big comparison. So my main ones here I got a Stormtrooper. Didn't really check his knees. I'm gonna break him, but surely we'll be okay. Looks like if I really wanted to toy around with this one, I could probably get the head sculpt off, but I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, this guy's helmet's kind of bowed out, and again, it could be the heat from coming inside, and it probably won't change though. It could be the heat from being out in the mailbox all for a couple hours. It's kind of warm here. We're getting close to the 90s here where I'm at in the Midwest, and today, even though it's windy, really windy today, keeping it not so hot by being that windy. But yeah, seeing the paint scheme on the helmet of this guy and the eyes, you can kind of, if you look closely, you can kind of tell. You can tell it's kind of a bad knockoff, or well, it's not a bad knockoff. Sorry, but you can tell it's a bad paint job on the eyes. So if you look really close, his eyes look a little bigger. But at any rate, I love stormtroopers. I used to be, liked them, but I'm really starting to love these new molds. Really starting to dig the new mold of stormtroopers. So, all right, guys. Well, that's it for now. Like I said, I've got 4 more. I got 9 total out of that shipment. That cost me, with tax and shipping to the U.S. from AliExpress. It was from the toy store, of course, because I've been waiting for a while and had to call and try to message a few times. Veils, V-E-I-L-S or V-I-E-L-S toy store through AliExpress. Took longer shipping than I expected. However, my initial judgment of these are they're very good knockoffs. And, I will say, I'll talk for a minute as I open. I want to inspect these on camera just because I'm kind of picky in particular that way. My overall assessment, and what a lot of people others say, is yeah, they're going to smell like plastic. You're going to get that hard plastic smell of them. But in the grand scheme of things, yeah, this guy's elbow's kind of, I can't hardly bend it. I don't know what's going on here. Having trouble with the arms on these. That one bent okay. That one bent okay. This one's, I'm not sure what's going on with this one. We could turn the arms at the, this one turns. There we go. That one turns. This one's a little stiff. Well, now's probably the time to try to get it. There we go. There we go. He's going to drop the people's elbow on somebody. Okay. Well, there's 2. I'll check the weapons out. I guess I better check the weapons out on video too, huh? I don't want to be too long. Like I said, I got things I got to get to. But I do want to check these out. That one bends fine. So yeah, good looking troops here. I can build a little clone army with these. Okay, now his right one's messed up. That's weird. The other one, it was left one. This one's the right one. We're going to keep them bent. That way when I want to bend them back. So, I mean, overall assessment, I'd say they're pretty good. I mean, if I was going to play with them, if I was a kid and they had this option when I was a kid to get knockoffs or dirt cheap, I'd have begged my dad to buy these from overseas. Back when you were a kid, you had to wait weeks for stuff anyway because you didn't have the internet, and you just usually got what they had at the store, typically. I had lucky, grew up with a little Western Auto in my hometown, my original hometown where I grew up as a kid, and they mainly sold furniture and lawnmowers, but he did have a section of toys. Man, I'll tell you what, eBay was probably loving him, or his store, or the guys that got in there whenever eBay took off, because people went in and raided. They had Sectors, Transformers, G.I. Joes. Not so much Star Wars left. I think a lot of the Star Wars was gone probably at that period. He-Man, but some of that stuff was still there. Transformers, G.I. Joe, yeah, all that. I remember Sectors were still there towards the end. I went in there when I was a teenager and remember seeing that stuff still in there. And then about 5 years later, when I was about 20, early 20s, is when eBay took off. And I never went. I think I went in there once looking, and somebody had cleaned them out. By that point, I was way late. Then there was a hardware store in the town that I went to high school in, which was a town over, same county, and same deal. They had a bunch of that cool stuff. I think someone went in and cleaned them out. Alright guys, so there that is. Yeah, a little residue smell on my hand. Good looking figures. We'll see what the weapons look like, see if they're cheap. The handles is what I would be worried about, being able to place them in their hand. Yeah, this guy's a little warped. And I'm not overly going to be picky about the weapons. The fact that you even get weapons to me is a good thing. I don't, because I would sit there and look at this and be like, they probably aren't going to send any weapons, but... And honestly, I looked today, double checked when I realized the order was coming, to make sure. So I got all those. There's the E11 blaster pistol. Got 2, looks like 2 of those. Should be 2 of those. Got 2 stormtroopers. Everything else should be. There's the other one. And here's my. on my blaster rifle, and then I got my blaster. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, they're a little flimsy. Looks like they could be printed off. They'll work. All right, well, all right, guys, there you go. AliExpress came through today, so keep all these together. I'll put my Stormies in the box. There's my Stormy boxes right next to me, so I'm gonna put the blaster in my Stormy's hands. See if they fit okay. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Like I said, here it is. So works for me anyway. So there's one. Put the other one in here. My Stormtrooper. The world, a little fuzz or something on him. Sticking to that plastic, I guess. Starting to cool off. Starting to feel like they're settling. There we go. Now his foot's a little bit stiffer. Yeah, they're starting to cool off. It just had been in that sun, that hot. My mailbox is black, so it probably absorbs that heat a lot. So, yeah, that one's a little looser, but it still works. This guy probably needed a blaster rifle since he's a... Yeah. And like I said, this guy you can definitely tell he's a knockoff, but again, these are good. They're good, guys. You want a cheap, spend less than 20 bucks, go get them. So 177 tax shipping out the door, 9 figures, breaks down to it's like 18 a figure, somewhere around in there, between 17 and 19 a figure. So, and they're good. Like I said, you want a troop build, good highly recommendation coming from me on that. Be prepared to wait. Like I said, it was weird that when I looked at the new label, there's a label underneath this label, so something obviously happened. I'm technically shocked that they actually showed up at this point because of that. But otherwise, the experience, I would say, the overall ordering and shipping experience was so-so. But the figures are good and they're great. So good troop builders. So there you go, guys. There's my exclusive AliExpress. May order again in the near future and try it out and see how it goes. So, all right, that's it, guys. So, again, hit that like and subscribe button. You want to check out more stuff like that and get informed in, nice little purchases, guys. I find a lot of stuff in different places. I've got friends in little places when it comes to ordering, so to speak. So there you go. I'll keep you informed as best as I can. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Beast from Beast Toys.